and I have an appreciation, having been back there for 32 years, of why that is. But most Americans don't understand why it is. They can't know the details of the agreement. So the question, essentially is, why have these negotiations been conducted in secret? What does that mean in terms of the ability of the United States to negotiate with its other 11 trading partners in this particular context, but overall? And maybe enlighten our friends here, and remind me as well of the various steps in the process whereby certain elements of our society are able to contribute, including members of Congress, throughout the process, but also to maybe shed some light on what we can expect in terms of transparency in the closing weeks of this negotiation.
Sure. An important question, so thanks to whoever fielded it. First, with respect to the Congress, every member of Congress is able to see the negotiating text at any given moment in time, which is a very high level and unprecedentedly high level of transparency that we have achieved. The second, part of the structure of TPA is that Congress created a series of advisory committees to USTR and to the Department of Commerce, the Department of Agriculture, the Department of Labor. And these are union officials, NGOs, business people, others who advise our agency and others that are involved in trade negotiations. And those individuals all can see any proposal that the United States makes to a trading partner. So there is a very high level of transparency with respect to that also. We have had more than 1,500 briefings to members of Congress just from USTR and just formally. When a member of Congress calls someone in our agency, from Ambassador Froman to anyone else, that's not even included in the number of 1,500. That's when negotiators go up to Congress, meet with a member of Congress, or meet with staff to a committee, the Agriculture Committee or the Finance and Ways and Means committees that are in charge of trade negotiations, or other committees that seek to understand what is being negotiated. That is part of the 1,500. So there's a large degree of transparency. But even beyond that, we have looked to other mechanisms to enhance the transparency. So, for example, in the negotiations we are involved with today with Europe, they're in the midst of any week of negotiations. In the middle of that week, there is a day specifically for negotiations